안녕하세요. 제 이름은 크리스티입니다. 제가 지금 한국말 공부하고 있습니다. I'm taking Korean 3 in Waseda. 제가 한국 문화를 관심이 많이 있으니까 그 영상을 만들었습니다. But yeah, today I want to talk about why I chose to make this video. Personally, I'm a thriller fan. Every time I watch something, my go-tos are Korean thrillers. I highly recommend Mouse and Save Me if you're also a thriller fan. But yeah, I've been when I first saw this film in Screening Modern Korea, I was very drawn to it because number one, it was a thriller, and number two, it was from the 90s and it was quite well known. It was directed by director Kim. So I was like, I have to watch it, and I'm glad I did. So that's why I made this video. And usually when people analyze videos, it's very serious, the tone is set very professionally, but I wanted to make it lighthearted, so I put my own twist to it and made it a little bit more fun and easier to watch. I used iMovie and just, did my Christy magic. I also put in a lot of research into it because, as an audience, I usually watch videos for fun and not really to analyze it. I watched it about 2 or 3 times to properly understand the symbolism and the hidden theme of it, I would say. Yeah. But the one thing I found really interesting when I watched it was the social commentary. I did realize that there was a social dynamic in this film because the title is called The Housemaid, and you have to be some sort of privilege, to get a housemaid in your house. So I did notice that there was already a social dynamic, but as I researched into it more, I didn't really realize that the stairs were there to represent, the family wanting to climb up in a higher class. So I thought that was really interesting. Another aspect of the film that director Kim Ki-young really portrayed that was also mentioned by director Bong Joon-ho was the sexual aspect of it. Even for me, it was a little intense, even in this generation where there are a lot of sexually explicit scenes. For example, when the scene where the girl was in the rain, that was also director Bong Joon-ho's favorite scene. It was even a little intense for me, considering back then that would have been shocking to the audience. In this generation, it wouldn't be as shocking, but back then it would have been really shocking, and even I was shocked. So I thought that was really interesting how he portrayed it so well, the female desire and the female sexual desire. It was also crazy to me how this film won so many awards, because that just proves that Korean film industry has been at it for a very long time. The mise-en-scène and the props and everything on the production was great. I guess I just wasn't really realizing how good of it till now, because with the international hit of Parasite, Squid Game, Crash Landing on You, Descendants, everything like that, Korean media has already slowly started to pop up internationally. But yeah, I just never realized it goes way back, and it was so underrated that time too. I believe there's also another remake of The Housemaid, and I'm planning to watch it after my midterms, and I think I'm going to like that one more because I know the actress in there. And to end it off, I just wanted to answer the questions that was asked in our class discussion. How did the film portray husband versus wife role? Like every culture, I believe Korea also had this dynamic where husband were the main men of the household. They're the rock of the family. And the wife is considered to be more like someone that works at home, always supporting the husband's job. That was a dynamic you see often, realistically and in films. Even these days, you can see that in some films. It is. The role is kind of changing right now, where it's not really set that females should be just working in the house. Feminism has been on a rise, so yeah, the husband is the man of the house. Yeah. Who is to be blamed for the downfall of the family? Personally, I blame the husband, also the maid, but I blame the husband more because, sometimes you should be the one that's controlling your temptations. Considering the ending of the film, who is the film speaking to? Of course, the obvious answer is the audience, but considering the time the film came out, I think the director wanted to direct it towards every social class in the social triangle, not just like upper middle class. Because I've read that this film was based on what he read in the newspaper about a guy cheating on his wife with the maid, and the wife committing suicide. So I think it was kind of a moral lesson for him to tell to people that no matter which class you're in, you could potentially have a downfall if you don't stick to society's standard of cheating. I think that little talk in the end about, the film talking to the audience could even be applied right now for people. So yeah, I thought that was really cool, that having that little embedded narrative, a story in a story. All in all, the video was really fun to watch and analyze. It is my first time doing it, and I hope I did the film justice. I try to keep it lighthearted, as I mentioned. I didn't really want it to be super serious because I feel like it's just more fun and more realistic that way. So yeah. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you liked it.